Hello, hello, and welcome to NAllen Rx. I am just a second. All right. So we're wearing our red today, guys, because it's for American Heart Association month, day, not sure. Anyway, so you guys are here to get your Mounjaro questions answered, right? So let me make sure I'm live. Make sure I got everything set up. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I don't know if anyone is in here or not, because this is a last minute stream. But I'm in Allen Rx and I'm a doctor of pharmacy. I have a PharmD and I've been practicing about almost 10 years now as a licensed pharmacist. And oh, hey LVP. All right, so I'm in here. I'm good to go. All right, guys. So the question of the day is, why is Mounjaro so hard to get? Before I give y'all that information, I do want y'all to know that I am a licensed pharmacist. I practice in the retail pharmacy setting. So these are the kind of questions that I answer every day. So I'm a little bit of an expert. I know what I'm doing. And so far, I haven't seen anybody doing giving out this type of information the way I'm going to give it to you today, because I'm actually the middleman. The doctors, they can give you a lot of information, even the drug company, the 1-800 numbers on back of the card, your insurance company. But the middleman, the pharmacist, we're the ones that actually do the whole, from the filling of the prescription all the way through adjudication. So I can let you guys know whether or not you're eligible to get it and why it's so hard for you to get. So right now, we're going to start with the whole process. But before I get started, on behalf of myself and my colleagues and other pharmacists working in retail nationwide, I'm going to say something that a lot of you probably haven't heard yet. And if you have, thank goodness a lot of us are doing our job. If you have not, then on behalf of everyone working in retail, I apologize. What? I want to offer you guys, I'm going to extend you an apology for any inconveniences you guys have experienced when trying to get this medication. But just keep this in mind. Hopefully all of us out here doing what we're supposed to be doing and providing the best service possible. But it is a little bit frustrating for all of us as it is for you. But on behalf of everyone, I'm sorry. All right. So there's my customer service act for today, guys. Well, not for today, because I do have to go to work after I finish this. But we're gonna start with the top reasons that this Mounjaro is hard to get. It's been trending the past few months, starting close to the end of last year. Everyone knows that this is kind of like a miracle drug, but for weight loss. But it's actually not approved for weight loss, right? Always keep that in mind. This drug is only FDA approved for diabetes, type 2 diabetes. And look, LVP let us know in the chat. Said that's on the managerial side. Yes, I am also a pharmacy manager. I don't know if you guys know that either, but this medication is actually approved for diabetes, not weight loss. Some of you may be thinking, well, I've used it for weight loss, but it's not actually approved for weight loss. So that's the off-label indication. Get some water first, guys. Excuse me. This medication is only approved for type 2 diabetes. It has not been approved for weight loss. But if your doctor has prescribed you this medication for weight loss as an off-label indication, that is legal. That's something that's perfectly fine. It's done all the time. Medications are probably written, I think it's 3 out of 5 every prescriptions is written for an off-label indication. So that is perfectly fine. It's perfectly legal. But the only problem that comes with that is when you're dealing with the insurance and these drug discount cards, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So, because most people are using this medication for weight loss, um, it's been on manufacturer back order. I think it comes in several strengths: 2.5, 5, 7.5, 12. Let me double check those. And 15, 12.5 and 15. And because most of you started the medication as soon as it came out last year, it was hit the market hard, I think around September. That was around the time the Ozempic, which was, the one before this, that was used for diabetes, but it did get approval by FDA for weight loss. So it was going off the shelves like hotcakes because insurance was covering it. There were no holdups, no obstacles, but the manufacturer couldn't keep up with the production for the with the demand. Production couldn't keep up with the demand for the medication because it was so inexpensive, because insurance was covering it, doctors were writing it, the drug companies couldn't keep up with the production. But around the time that this medication was approved for weight loss, Ozempic was hitting the market. So when it was going on back order, Mounjaro was coming to the market, and it hit the market hard. Celebrities, anyone that had the opportunity to get this medication, they were doing it. And because it was so good at with the weight loss process, everybody who was anybody was trying to get this medication. So that's the top reason why this medication is so hard to get. Everybody started out with a 2.5 milligram dose, right? It's a once a week dose. And because everybody got it around the same time, everybody's pretty much, moving along with the medication, at the same pace. So right now we're starting to get the 2.5s and the fives back in stock, but, rarely. But the seven, what's the other strength? The 7 point. Where my notes? Oh, the 7.5, the 10, and the 12. Those are the ones that we can't really get them. We can't get them. So here's an insider tip, guys. Behind the scenes tip. Most of the time, the distributor can give us an expected date of when the medication should be back in stock. We'll get that from our from the warehouse, from our manufacturer or the distributor. But a lot of times, like with this kind of drug, we don't know when we're going to get it. So if you go in the pharmacy and they say, we don't have this medication in stock, and then you say, well, when are you going to get it? And they say they don't know. A lot of times we don't know. Sometimes they will give us an expected date, but most of the time we don't know. And I think our tone and our word usage could be a little bit better when we're giving you this information and make it a little bit more palatable, but they're probably telling the truth. Okay, most of us are professionals, and we're telling you all the information that we have as soon as we get it. But that is the top reason why this drug is so hard to get, because it works so well. It works so well that the suppliers can't meet the demand. So let's see who we have in here, guys. And I'm going to try to stay after a little bit longer if you have any questions about the billing, about manufacturing, about retail pharmacy in general. You can always ask them in the chat, or just let us know, guys. I have LVP. I was asking if you guys could hear me, and he said he could. He says that's the managerial side when I was giving a little bit of the behind the scenes information. And guys, this information that I'm giving you, no one on YouTube is giving it to you like this. So I'm a pharmacist, and this is the best place to receive the information. We're the dispensers. So this is the best place to get that information. 10 Plus Sounds, he says, salute, Doc. Salute to you, 10 Plus Sounds. LVP says, what if there are any side effects if you use it just for weight loss purposes? It's going to be the same side effects whether you're using it for diabetes or for weight loss. This drug, it works two different ways. It has, its mechanism of action. We won't have to go into that too detail unless I could do that in another stream. But anyway, the side effects are going to be the same regardless of your indication that you're using it for. And a lot of people, it depends on the dose. They'll have like constipation maybe on the lower doses, and as they go up higher, they'll experience some diarrhea. But because of the results, a lot of people are perfectly fine with managing the side effects of this medication because it does work so well. It's only been on the market, a short term, so we don't know really yet the long term effects of it. But this medication seems like it's going to be something that a person will have to stay on, in order to maintain their weight loss and to keep their diabetes to maintain their diabetic. How do I say this? For this medication to continue to produce the results, you have to stay on this medication. So far, it looks like until let's see. Let's see who else. Temple of Sound says paying out of pocket is the way out. I don't know about this one. So let's go ahead and jump right into that. Since you did bring it up, the second reason why this medication is so hard to get is, let's see if I can share my screen here. All right, I'm on Mounjaro.com. So if you didn't receive the manufacturer coupon from your doctor, or who probably got it from their drug reps that go by their offices, then you can always go to the drug website. Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. To Mounjaro.com. What am I doing, guys? Let's see. How can I get back to this? Okay, so go to Mounjaro.com. Then you go to, what in the world is this doing? Okay, I wanted to show y'all how to, hold on. What did I do with this? Okay, well, you go to Mounjaro.com. Then you go to savings and resources. I don't know what this is doing. How am I doing that? This is weird. Anyway, so on Mounjaro.com, guys, you can go to the savings and the resources tab, and it will tell you, I want to show y'all how to build this thing. So you have to first be eligible for this medication, right? You have to be eligible for the medication. Let's see if I can share this. Then you go to, can y'all see that? It might be too small. Can y'all see that? Let me know in the chat if that's too small because it looks small to me on this side. So I get trying to share a screen. Okay. The website has diabetes. Exactly, Temple of Sounds. That is what I'm saying. I don't know what this is. How do I? Let's do it like this. It's a bit too small. It's too small, Dottie. Okay. Well, anyway, I guess y'all have to look at me because I cannot figure out what I am doing here. So you go to the pharmacy, right? And they say, okay, well, your medication has to be covered by your insurance, right? Before, if you got this medication, I think it was like in December or somewhere between October and December. If you had a drug card that was before that, you could use it if your insurance didn't pay, right? So it's like, okay, well, I understand it was paying, my insurance was covering it up until this point. But because up until a certain point, the insurance companies got in with the drug company. I'm sorry, guys. And they couldn't keep up with the production, so they had to have time to catch up, right? So insurance says it's only FDA approved for diabetes. So this medication, if it wasn't covered by your insurance, let's see, I really wanted to show y'all this because I know y'all don't ever believe it when we tell y'all this. Okay, it has a coverage for patients with commercial drug insurance. Those are the only people. Oh, Command Zoom. Let's see. Command Zoom, will that do it? Let's put it back in the stream then. Okay, you said Command and Zoom. Command to zoom in. This has not worked. Is it? Let's do that new. I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I figure it out for next time. Okay, but anyway, so that for patients that are okay. For patients, okay, if you have Medicaid, if you have Medicare, if you have any of those things, this medication you can't use the discount card on that. Okay, come in and the plus sign. I don't know what that did. Okay, anyway, if you have it, you can't have any kind of federal program, right? No VA, no TRICARE, no any of that, right? So then, if you have commercial drug insurance, this offer is only valid if you have that, right? You must have the card, you must have a valid insurance plan, and these discount cards, they're good through December 31st, right? You can use 15 fills or it's good through December 31st. Okay. Your insurance, this card says it may. This is so frustrating. Myself on the stream. Okay. So this card is only good if you have insurance. The pharmacy is going to say there's a section on that card that says for pharmacists. That's the part that the pharmacist is going to be looking at. Okay. We're going to try to build the information. We're going to insert the BIN, the PCN, and the group number and the ID. Once we do that, we're going to try to process it on your insurance. Your insurance, if you are a covered patient, which means your insurance is approving coverage for this medication. Once we build a discount card, after this process, adjudication, that's what it's called. We process it on your insurance card, then it goes through. That's you're in the group of the insured covered patients. Your insurance is covering it. You may actually have diabetes. More than likely, you have diabetes unless you know somebody that works in the doctor's office that's going to say you have diabetes when you really don't, which is insurance fraud. Just gonna tell you guys this is insurance fraud. So if you do that, then that's on you. But anyway, if we bill it, it goes through on your insurance. We bill this card as a secondary or COB. That is coordination of benefits. That's what that is called. Okay. We bill a secondary COB. It's gonna tell us to put in 8, which says this is a covered patient and we haven't received payment yet. We only bill the remainder that's left to the insurance card, to the discount card. The amount that's left, if it's under $150, because these cards max at $150 a month, then it's going to bring it down to $25. You can get your prescription. As long as we have a drug in stock, it's good to go. But the next thing is the one that most people are having an issue with. And hopefully, if you have a good pharmacist or a good pharmacy staff that you're working with and they try to bill your information correctly, you still may run into this problem. Just so you know, you're the insured patient, which means you have drug coverage, private commercial insurance that's not with any of these federally funded programs. Check. You got that part. But it's not covered. Why? You don't have diabetes, okay? Your insurance company is only going to approve medications, going to approve coverage for patients who actually have diabetes, because this drug is only approved through the FDA for diabetes, even though you may have been prescribed this medication for its off-label use of weight loss. The insurance company is only going to approve it for its FDA approved use. Okay, so you have insurance, check, but your drug isn't covered. Okay, we still can bill this card. We still can bill it. Okay, but it's going to be extremely expensive. Okay, so I would go to then. It's going to say where? To the pharmacist. It says it's not for patients who are eligible because of they get reimbursed through a government funded program. We run it through, and then it says for insured not covered patients. If Mounjaro is not covered by a patient's insurance, continue to process the card along with the patient's insurance, that's the primary insurance, using the Coordination of Benefits Field Coverage, COB Type 3. That means the patient has insurance, but this drug is not covered. Okay? It has to be rejected. We have to try to bill your primary insurance, and then it's going to be rejected. At this point, we can bill the secondary, which is the discount card. But keep in mind, your insurance did not cover any portion of this drug that is about $1,100, $1,200 for a month's supply. Okay. So we bill type 3. Okay. After we try to bill your insurance, it rejects it. It says for patients that are not covered, you have insurance but not covered, your out of pocket expense may be reduced by up to $500 a month. By $500 a month. That means the drug originally cost $1,200. This manufacturer card will only cover up to $500 a month, and that's for 4 pens, right? Of Mounjaro for 1 month, and up to $3,000 for a year. So that means if you try to get this medication 1 month, 3 months, and it's not, no portion of it is covered by your insurance, but you do have insurance, when we bill this drug card, it will only take care of about $500 a month and up to $3,000 a year. So just keep that in mind when you come into the pharmacy, and they are having trouble billing your insurance. And this is not exactly how the process works at all retail pharmacies, but majority of them are going to work this way. So you can call your doctor's office, you can call Eli Lilly, you can call whoever you want to call. But when you get these drug cards, look at who's approved and how the processing goes and the terms and conditions. I know y'all don't look at that, but that's what we have to look at. And it also has a section that says to the pharmacist. So when you go into the retail pharmacy, if someone is there and I don't want to say it like that, but these are the options, okay? When you get this prescription, and this is for patients. Once upon a time, like before, at the end of last year, you could use it, and they would tell us to bill it through SDL. That's submitting a direct link, right? That's the old way that the system used to work, and sometimes it will let us process drugs, but to override something like this could get the pharmacist in trouble at work, because we can receive like issues like flags on the account or whatever. So we're not supposed to be billing it. If it doesn't go through a lot of times to the primary insurance and we can't use those codes of 8 or 3, then we have to trust the system, and it's not gonna work. So you may get some people that say bill the SDL, do it the old way, do whatever. But if it's not going through, it's just not gonna go through. So just want to let y'all know the top 2 reasons why this medication is so hard to get. You may be receiving some other information, some other information on YouTube or anywhere else about how this medication works. But this is the only place to get the best information on retail pharmacy information. As I am a current practicing pharmacist in the retail setting, this is the best place to get this information. So if you get any other information on YouTube, I'm not saying it may be misinformation. I'm not sure, but as a person who's working and dealing with it every day, then that's the best this is the best place to get this information from a licensed pharmacist. See what we have in here, guys. And if you have any questions, I have a few more minutes before I have to leave. You guys I really wanted to show y'all. I'm about to come back and try this thing again when I learn how to really use it. Nina Simone, she's telling LVP congratulations on something. He says, thank you. Maggie, thanks for showing up, Maggie. Maggie is a member of the mastermind along with Temple Sounds. And thank you guys for showing up to this mini stream today. Just kind of like a little chat, because I'm still getting so many questions every day about Mounjaro, and I'm seeing things online. And I think that, I'm the best person to tell you guys about this kind of information, unless it's another retail pharmacist. Most of the time, no one else can tell you about the billing process in the pharmacy better than the actual retail pharmacist. And lately this has been frustrating for patients as well as the pharmacists and the pharmacy staff. But hopefully you guys are getting the best service that we all can give. And like I said earlier in the stream, I'd like to apologize on behalf of anyone working in this field who has um, projected their frustrations on you guys. And we're doing the best we can. As far as keeping the drug in stock, sometimes we don't know when it's going to come in, and we just have to do a better job of presenting and telling you guys this information, because we know the tone can be a little bit sarcastic, it's a little bit tough to deliver this kind of information. But sometimes we don't know. Sometimes we actually do not know. And when we do know, sometimes we'll sporadically get them in stock. Like they'll tell us, oh, it's not due until we're not expecting to get it back in until next month. And we'll tell you guys that, but we may get one or two in here or there that we weren't expecting to get. So it's best to kind of have a relationship with your local pharmacy, if that makes sense. That way, you can, if you're coming in, if you're 10 plus sounds and I know you, and we get them in, we're supposed to do them first, first come, first serve. But sometimes it does help to have a relationship, because if it's something that's really helping you out, and it's like, okay, well, 10 plus sounds, he's been coming in every day. I mean, you can bug the pharmacist too. I mean, that's actually what we're there for. We're supposed to be answering these types of questions and helping you guys out. And if having you the first person on my mind, oh, we did get some Ozempic in today. Let me call 10 plus sounds. Let him know we got it in. We could get him some ready, because he's been waiting and waiting and waiting. And this is the best option for him right now. Let's try to get that out. Dottie Girl says, "Hey Maggie." And we got Christopher Williams. Welcome. I've never seen you over here. I always see you in the lead attorneys chat. But I'm glad to see you over here. Yeah, Dottie Girl. She says, "I really like your background, NAllen. Thank you. I'm working on it right now still, but so far, thank you for the compliment. I can appreciate that." Living Out Loud, the podcast. She says, "Hello, Doc. Hello, how are you today? Hope you're having a great day. I'm trying to get a little stream in, giving everybody some updates on this highly sought after medication that's FDA approved, guys, for diabetes, type 2 diabetes. But the majority of people using this medication, they're using it for its off-label indication, which is weight loss. And it does a great job just looking at the statistics and really how the patients are coming in, reporting back, and letting us know like this medication is really working. And because of the simple fact that they cannot keep up with the production of this medication. So just to give you guys, let's see. Condemned, yeah. He says, "How much does it run for without insurance? If you're just straight cash paying patient, you don't have any commercial insurance that will allow you to use that manufacturer discount card that will take off about $500. If you just want to buy it, which people have been buying it, it's going to run you about $1,200. It's a little, yeah, about $1,200. So if you have your prescription and you don't want to wait for a prior authorization from your insurance company, you don't want to wait for the doctors to have to call the insurance. So if you don't have diabetes, and most of the time, if you say that if you're a new patient, or if you're a newly diagnosed diabetic patient, most of the time they'll prescribe you something like metformin, and you have to try and fill so many medications before they will actually approve you to take this one. So if you don't feel like waiting on that and you want to just get it because you are using it for just weight loss specifically, then it's going to run you about $1,200. So there's that. Living Out Loud, the podcast says, "Do I need a script for it?" Yes, you do. This is only this is insurance only. It's prescription only. You cannot get this medication without a prescription written by a valid healthcare provider. So most of your doctors, your endocrinologists, it's within their scope of practice. So they are more than welcome to write their medication, write you a prescription for it. JG, welcome. Welcome to the NAllen Rx stream today. It says, can you get it with insurance but without a prescription? No, this medication is prescription only. So you have to have a prescription to get this medication. There are some drugs that you have to have a prescription for, but they're considered over the counter, or even if it is over the counter products. Because in the state where I'm at, you used to only be able to get like Sudafed products with the prescription, but now it's over the counter. You just come back to the pharmacy with your ID and you can just fill it. I mean, you can just purchase it, but it's limitations, per month on how much you can get. But with this particular medication, Mounjaro, it's only available as prescription with a written prescription. So you can get it with or without insurance, but it's going to cost you. But they have to have a prescription to get this medication. Condemn you. He says, yes, 1.2K. Yes. Is it infused with Coca-Cola? Yeah. 10 plus sounds. I'll get a gym membership for life and smoothies for that. Unless if you have insurance through your employer or commercial insurance, then you could try to use that discount, that drug discount card, and it can knock some off of it for you. So that can help. Or if you actually have diabetes, you can get it. If you have diabetes and your insurance covers it because you've tried and failed, everything else that they have, drug of choice, metformin, even the other actual insulin. This drug is not insulin, but it is an injectable diabetes treatment medication. If you actually do have diabetes, your insurance company will cover it. The drug discount card will bring it down to $25. So that's not too bad. And guys, if you have any other questions, you can please put them in the chat while we're live right now. If not, guys, I want to thank y'all for coming out. And if you have not, go ahead and please subscribe to my channel. On this channel, you can find information like this about drugs, discounts, interactions. I do cover some hot topics as they relate to pharmacy, or I can try to relate them to pharmacy. But because we're not always so serious here, unless it's directly affecting someone's health or their medication, I do reenactments, not reactions, but reenactments of some of our exchanges with you guys, our lovely patients that come into the retail pharmacy. But most of the interactions are funny later on, but sometimes, during that time, it could be frustrating for you guys as well as us. And like I said before, I want to apologize for any inconveniences that we may have caused, that we could have, done a little bit better job of servicing you guys. But if there aren't any more questions, guys, I have to get back to work. What condemned you? He says, you got a funny customer story. Let's see. Today, so far, let's see, a Mounjaro story. I mean, when this drug first came out, everybody was trying to get it. I mean, people were willing to do anything for this drug. So it was really working really well. Then the drug went on back order. When those discount cards, when patients first stopped being able to use them for without the commercial insurance, if you had insurance, no insurance, you could just use the discount card and you were getting it for $25 when we were billing it on SDL. Man, this lady, she came here, she gave me the blues. When I tell you, this lady gave me the blues, she's like, well, I did it last month. Oh my goodness. I know you paid $25 last month. I've been getting it for 3 months to pay $25. Can I get a 3-month supply? No, we can't do it. We cannot do it like that. We have to have insurance coverage. When that first, I was like, oh my goodness, I think I opened that day. I walked into the pharmacy. First person came in. It was probably like 8:30. I need to refill my Mounjaro. Okay. Wait. Technician says, oh, it's not, this insurance thing isn't, they saying they have to have prior authorization. Who? They have to have a prior authorization. It has to go through insurance. No, just try to bill it the old way. That's what I said. They said, no, it's not working. No. Maybe it's just that insurance. Next person comes in. They have a different insurance. Oh, hold on. It's still asking for a prior authorization. Y'all could have died. I could have crawled under the floor because I knew nobody was going, they were not trying to hear that they were not going to get this medication for $25 like they had been getting the past 3 or 4 months. They were not trying to hear. Billy, can you see it? Can you look at my last month? I know. Can you look at the month before that? I've been paying $25 the whole time. Who do I need to call? There's nobody you can call. You can call your insurance company if you want, but we have to send this back to your doctor. You have to have diabetes now. No, I've been using it for weight loss. My doctor wrote this for weight loss. I know. That's when I started getting a little bit using my grown woman voice on y'all. But anyway, long story short, this went on for like the next probably 2 or 3 months. They really just started calming down off of like, the understanding of it. And that's why I've been saying I need to do a video about this because it's so many things going on YouTube and TikTok and these other streams. And it's just not, that's not how it works. You bring a prescription in the pharmacy, we enter it into the system, right? Then we process it through your insurance. Your insurance, if the doctor wrote it for a 90-day and your insurance doesn't cover a 90-day supply, we resubmit it for a 30-day supply. That may or may not go through, depending on what the drug is, depending on how your insurance company works. It's a whole process within itself. We are not holding the drugs hostage. We are not just, putting off your weight loss journey, and we're not doing any of that, okay? If it goes through, we want y'all to have it. If we have it in stock, we're trying to give it to y'all. Promise you, okay? So have a little bit of patience with your pharmacist, just a little bit. But some of us, we don't have enough patience with dealing with you guys. And I think we could do a little bit of better job. But that's why most pharmacists, they're trying to get out of the retail setting because they don't have enough patience to deal with the patients, if that makes sense. But I'm here for you guys. I'm here for you. I'm doing the best I can. Y'all know. Living Out Loud says, are there any over-the-counter drugs to reduce blood sugar levels? Not really. Not that's gonna help like the prescription drugs, because they've even with over-the-counter products, some of those drugs are not, they don't go through the regulatory process like some others. So you have to be careful with those. But to get the actual like real reduction in your blood glucose levels, you need a prescription drug. Dottie Girl says, hey, Allen, would you do talks on celebrity? Yes, I will. And guys, if y'all have any ideas about what you want to hear me talk about, make sure y'all leave it in the comments. After the show, I will definitely check them because I don't have enough subscribers yet to not check them all. So I'll be watching. Leave your comments after the show. If you replay gang, guys, I'll check them, and I'll definitely consider and work on some of the suggestions that you guys have. I'm definitely open to it. LVP says there are several. He's talking about those stories. It's one for every day. Oh, she says celebrity addiction. The drug that killed Prince, Michael Jackson, would be interesting. Excuse my previous post. I'm trying to type on an old tablet. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Prince, at the time when Prince, had it, when Prince passed, I was actually working at the retail pharmacy that he was using. But we can't look up profiles unless it's for like someone who actually uses the pharmacy. We cannot just look up anybody's information. That's just, it's illegal, and we could get fired, of course. And but Prince was, it was kind of a big deal. Like, wow, I can't believe he uses this pharmacy. It would be interesting, but not worth it to know, what that was about. But of course, we're not doing anything like that because we follow all the laws and rules and regulations, per our state and the company that we work for. Condemnia says, oh, you had to hit them with that's the old price. I had to tell them, like, I know that was last month. Yesterday's prices are not today's prices, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Mona, hey, welcome. I should do these more often, guys. I know, right? I'm going to try to do better. I said I was going to do better coming into the new year, but it's most of y'all first time seeing me. But if you are replay gang, the top reasons why this medication is so hard to keep in stock is because drug manufacturers can't keep up with the production and because of the price and the discounts. The discount cards, how we process them. There's a section specifically for the pharmacists on how to build these type of medications that comes on the drug discount cards, that if you didn't receive one, that you can go online to download or print out for immediate use and present to the pharmacy. We go directly to that to determine if this medication, if you can actually use the discount and get it to the price that says up to their price, but it may not be the exact prices on the drug discount card. Dottie is speaking to Mona, and Sue YouTube says, when we pay $25, how much does the pharmacy make? Do you guys get reimbursed for Eli Lilly? Thanks. Because I work for a retail pharmacy chain, there is a reimbursement deal in place. I don't know exactly how much goes through the pharmacy, and because Eli Lilly, now the way to use the card is secondary to the primary insurance. So primary insurance gets their cut or their deal of it. The drug discount card, the pharmacy, it's all in conjunction. It's all unfortunately, I mean, this all works together. So I don't know how much exactly it is for any particular retail pharmacy, how much the reimbursement is, but I do know that if you are using something like Medicaid, Medicare, any of those other government reimbursement programs, then you won't be eligible to use the discount card, right? So I can't tell you exactly that information, but I know that your out-of-pocket cost would be the $25. That's the only thing I know. We process it, we run it through a system for adjudication, and whatever price comes back from your insurance, your specific insurance plan, that's the price that we work with from there to bill to the discount card. Hopefully it gets it down to $25. Maybe not. So LVP says that's very tempting, but got way too much to lose. Yeah, about that Prince situation, I know, right? And it says, and I thought Prince died from fentanyl. It was, I mean, he had to get that prescription from the pharmacy. So we can't, I don't know for sure, because that is his personal price. That's HIPAA violation, because I don't have a reason to look at his stuff other than being nosy if I was doing something like that. So I don't know. All I know is from what I hear on TV or getting celebrity gossip, just like you guys. So Jackson died from doctor administered propofol, which, I have some speculation about that as well. But like, anyway, that's usually a drug that's used in the hospital. I was gonna say, how did he even get that in the first place? But Living Out Loud, the podcast, she says, what's my Cash App? What is my Cash App? Did I put it in a banner? Let's see if I have a banner. Let's see. Is it in there? Probably not. I think it is, let's see. It's NAllen Rx. That's what it is. I should be better if I'm going to be doing these streams. Let's see. I'll type it in here. That is my Cash App. Thank you so much. Living Out Loud, the podcast. That's the Cash App. Thank you, LVP. There you go. This is my Cash App. Thank you, guys. And so I hope you guys are making money too. But we can't steer people one way or the other. This is no way an endorsement on this medication. This is not, me pushing any insurance or drug discount cards. This is just for informational purposes only, guys. And because I do have to get back to work, guys. These prescriptions, they keep piling up. And these phones, they never stop ringing. Guys, leave your comments after the show. I'm in Allen Rx, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right.